Hello and welcome to another build guide for Project Diablo 2. Today we're going to talk about a pretty unique type of farmer. This is a type of whirlwind farmer, but with a twist. And this is the Holy Barbarian Disco Whirlwind. So I don't have an official name for this. This is something that was suggested to me by a friend. I don't know where they got this idea from, but back in Season 9, I just played with a friend, and they were like, hey, you know this rune word asylum? And I was like, yeah, of course. And they were like, what if you did whirlwind with 2 asylums? I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cute, so let me try that. And we did try it, and wow, this build was really fun, so I wanted to kind of share it with you guys. So this build is not like a budget friendly build at all. Technically the overall build is not super expensive when you get to the end game gear, but you can't play it before you have like the main gear, which is the 2 asylum rune words. Asylum is of course very expensive rune word, having like this cham and jah. So if you can make it early on, technically cham and jah are cheaper, but they get more expensive as the season goes. So definitely not a budget friendly build, because you need 2 asylum made in Colossus blades. You'd prefer having them with enhanced damage as well, and you want an innocence rune word. That's the kind of core of the gear. Now for the merc, you can use 2 mercs. There's 2 different approaches for this build. One of them is a hybrid between physical and magical damage to do 2 types of damage, or you could just zone in on the magical damage. If you go for magical damage and you just want magical damage, you'll use large arms in your inventory, large arms for magic damage. And if you want to use the physical, like what I ended up doing, you'll use max damage, AR, life, like all the normal physical builds. You'll aim for about 10k AR, so just like balance your AR charms in order to get that. Generally, if you're going with the physical hybrid, you'll have like some life leech and mana leech on your gear, rings, or on your soul drainers, whatever you find it. You might even want amp damage on your atmas or something like that. You can also have amp on your merc. For merc, you can use either an Act 1 Vigor merc. That's like what I would recommend people do. I ended up making Asylum for my Mercenary as well, so we can spin together. This is mostly for fun. You can of course just run like an Act 1 Vigor merc to move faster. It's probably better for mapping, but I just wanted to kind of share this little approach that we had. Generally, you'll have like strength to wear your gear, and vitality will be the rest of your dump, like strength and dexterity. You can put more points into strength and dexterity for AR and damage, but it's not really necessary. A lot of your damage is coming from the magical damage, and Asylum, for people who don't know, has 25% chance to cast at level 40 Fist of Heavens, which is pretty high, and it gives you Sanctuary Aura. Of course, if you wear 2 of those, you have a very strong Sanctuary Aura. I don't have like a 2 20 rolled ones. I rolled this a couple of times. I got 20 on one of mine and 18 on the other. But you can have like a really nice aura overall with 2 asylums. And the weapon itself deals a lot of damage by itself. Like it has a lot of enhanced damage like on it. It has like you know, a lot of bonus to attack rating, has freeze, so a lot of very nice mods for melee weapons. And the general idea is you just kind of spin around and you cause like insane disco and with all the Fist of Heavens and the Holy Bolts. It's for me, it's very visually pleasing. When I was mapping with friends in Season 9, they said this is what they call eye cancer build, so some people may not like it, but I just wanted to, you know, show it around. So with that said, the way I ran this build is 2 asylums, 1 innocence in order to proc as many as you can. This 2 you can roll it to be like a level 12 blade shield. You get a lot of plus skills with this build, so that's kind of like a nice benefit for all the passives. I rolled it with soul drainers, Ariettes with free sockets, with a bunch of like ED jewels with other benefits. Some resistances and things like that. Ariettes is a pretty nice helm for this. You can use other helms. You can even use like a circlet or things like that with faster run walk. I just kind of wanted it for the resistances. A wisp projector to have that nice wisp tag along with you, and use like a damage ring with life after each kill. If you are going with pure magic damage, if you're not using the hybrid approach, you'll skip the drainers. You use Drax for life after each kill. And you'll skip the atmas, and you can craft like a blood amulet for life after each kill as well. And you'll get like maybe a silk weave instead of a go riders to get some mana after each kill. That will be your way of sustaining yourself. But if you go with the physical hybrid, then you'll have like leech to kind of make sure you're well sustained. And that's the general approach of the build. Like on the swap, I just have like a CTA and a grandfather's it. Yeah, I don't know. I probably didn't find like a Mang song in time for the plus skills, but this is just to bow yourself on the swap. The Merc, again, just wears like an Asylum, an Innocence, a pretty bad one at that. But yeah, I just wanted him to kind of match me on our setup. And yeah, that's how the build works. You basically hop in and you start spinning. Skills, like I maxed like Battle Command, I maxed Whirlwind, and after that you can max whatever you want. If you're doing physical, go with General Mastery. That's pretty much the way to go. I maxed Iron Skin and increased speed just so I can move around a little bit faster. 1 point in natural resistances, 2 points in combat reflexes, just because it gives me 1 extra FHR breakpoint. Pretty simple stuff. You can put the rest of the points to natural resistances. You can put points into your battle orders, so you have a little bit better bow. And yeah, that's the general approach. Anilus over here, an experienced Anilus. I could probably put a different one over there. I don't know if I have one. This is a non-leather, so I don't remember if I have some Aniluses saved. Maybe something with resistances is fine, I guess. Doesn't matter. This character is level 99, of course. I don't need EXP Anilus. I just probably never changed it since I leveled him. He was the last character I leveled in season 9. And yeah, here just like a tier 1 to just kind of show off the build and how it functions. So you burn yourself and your Merc, and let me put this on F4 and we'll do this and this. Summon our Wisp. And then you pretty much just spin to win, like always with spin builds. You just spin around, and you can kind of see the cool thing about this build is that obviously it has like a lot of AoE. Because of all the Fists of Heavens, you can kind of see like all the procs will just kind of clear for you. And the physical is just there so you can sustain yourself and leech, you know, get all the life back that you need. This build can clear very fast, like not sure at what minute exactly I walked in here. I think it was like, yeah, maybe let's say a minute ago. But you can see you pretty much one-shot most things. Obviously, like this build is very expensive, so it better one-shot most things. I think this map had 15 max life, so pretty average rolls on like most maps, like nothing too crazy. It can deal with magic immunes and physical immunes. Obviously, that's a benefit of being like a dual damage type build. But your main approach is to deal that magic damage and a little bit of physical damage. If you can get a very dense map, I think like in areas like obviously if you're going to like cows or something like that, or a throne room, you can do massive like damage. Like it looks pretty funny. Like you can always hop in to just show it, or maybe try to re-roll like a map to have like a bunch of density. But you get pretty much I mean, it's a spin barb. Despite the twist, it is a spin barb, so you know the gameplay is the gameplay we all know and love. Yeah, that's pretty much how I ended my season 9. This build didn't change in any significant way, so it works pretty much the same. If you are going with the more magic approach, then of course the magic damage large charms were nerfed a little bit, but they are still very strong. Like you can still pretty much only use magic charms and you'd be fine. If you do go with that approach, you'll probably have like some mana and life per kill, like items, just the normal stuff like Drax, Blood Amulet, and you know all the normal stuff. If you have any questions about this build, feel free to drop like comments, like asking if you're looking for more specific tips on how to make it. Generally speaking, in the beginning I just played this as a spin barb, and then once I got like the gear I wanted, I just moved them to be the holy spin barb. You can tell that this build is like, it's very flexible in terms of like the gear. Once you get your asylums, you can pretty much work most things and they'll be fine. Like Amulet is very flexible. You can run Maras, Atmas, you can run High Lords, you can run Saracens. Like a lot of different amulets work, like the magic types and the physical types. For boots, I think Gores is like pretty solid if you're going with a hybrid. If not, Silkweave's pretty good. Merman's for move speed is great. Oh, this is right. I forgot. This is not my Merc. I'm so used to Wahid being my Merc. Wahid is like the goat of Mercs. But yeah, you can see this clears bosses pretty easily. Like you're not really struggling killing bosses. We've been in this map for 4.5 minutes. So I think that's pretty solid time to clear like a map. I'm obviously not looting because it's non-ladder. But you can like stop to pick up whatever you want. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Like, again, if you'd like to see more demonstrations, feel free to ask for them. I can always record them. This build can do tier 3s very fast. It's not like a tier 1 limited build. It can do any type of content. If you have a good friend, you can walk into tier 4s as well. Because you do 2 very good types of damage, you will have to adjust your build a little bit. But with a good combination, this can also walk into a tier 4. But you'd have to have a good friend along with you, not solo. Just for other types of damage. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. I think we pretty much cleared up here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little guide video. It's not too complicated of a build, so I really don't think there's a reason to pull this any longer. If you did enjoy this content, make sure to drop a follow and a subscribe on the YouTube channel. Helps out the channel, makes it grow, and it can bring more of these kind of guides to your screen. So make sure to do that. And with that said, I hope you have a good whatever you're having. I hope you enjoy your season 11, whatever you're going to play there, even if you're not playing the Holy Barbarian. And I'll see you in the next stream or the next video. Bye, 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 bye.